So I was scrolling through webtoons a few weeks ago.
You're a grown man, Barry. Why would you be on a site for hormonal teenage weebs?
Shut up, I'm a former president. I can do what I want.
President of Kenya, more like.
Ignoring that. Anyway, I was scrolling webtoons and happened upon a pretty cool new comic to read. It's called Onion Punch.
Onion lunch? I'm not hungry. Oh, wait, I think I've read that one. It's the VeggieTales, but they hit each other, right?
Are you having a stroke?
It's not VeggieTales, it's an action-adventure comedy about an onion named Bianco and his quest to get his couch back from the couch potato bandit.
Yeah, I've heard of it. It's mid.
It's not mid.
Barack, there's only 3 webcomics worth reading: Toothy BJ, Cyanide and Happiness, and VG Cats.
That last one doesn't even update anymore.
Yeah, what is this, 2008? That thing is older than me, man.
You could have said Penny Arcade and people would have...
Penny Arcade is mid, and so is whatever you're talking about. Bianco is a boring character. He doesn't even punch as much as advertised. His sister Leek is annoying.
I like comics with characters I can relate to, like Garfield.
What a surprise you relate to a character that's always asleep, Joe.
No, I relate to him because I, too, am a big orange cat who likes lasagna.
That's just the dementia kicking in.
Barack, let me ask you something. Who would want to read a serialized webcomic about talking vegetables? Scratch that. Who in the year of our Lord 2023 would want to read any kind of serialized webcomic? If I pick up a comic at page 100, I don't have the attention span or patience or the time to go back and read 99 more pages just so I can understand what the hell is going on. Miss me with that Homestuck nonsense.
Oh, you want to diss Homestuck, but we're just supposed to forget about your cringe cosplay phase back in 2014?
I was a different person back then. I've grown so much ever since I left that fandom.
You're still a piece of trash, Donnie. You just don't take baths in Sharpie water anymore.
Fake news. That was never proven.
Besides, Onion Punch is way more straightforward than something like that. And more family-friendly, too.
Family-friendly?
Well, teenager-friendly if I'm being generous. There's no F-bombs and nothing too explicit.
Oh, goody gumdrops. I can show my grandmother when we're playing Tiddlywinks on my Christian Minecraft server.
Stop being a hater, Donald.
No, Nana, look away. Chuck just said H-E double hockey sticks.
Edginess doesn't make a comic good inherently. I bet your racist grandpa ass reads Stone Toss unironically.
It's not that Onion Punch isn't edgy enough, idiot. It's just badly written. The only good character is the Germ King. He's a strong leader with a strict foreign policy just like me. Cares about his people. And just when he's introduced as this big threat, they drop a house on him and forget about the whole conflict.
So that's what this is about. The author killed your favorite character. The story is still in its infancy. He might come back. Who knows?
No, but that's the problem, Barry. Even if he does, there's too many villains. There's the couch potato, the lemmings, the clowns, those rutabaga people.
The turnip siblings aren't really villains. They're just kind of headstrong.
My point stands. They keep introducing antagonists, and the comic has yet to complete a single story arc. Not one.
There's still plenty of time to resolve an arc. They're clearly setting up a lot of important plot points for the future.
Yeah, maybe one will pay off in the year 2059 at the pace it's going.
Have to agree with Donnie on this one, Barack. It's been 3 years and the protagonists have been dicking around the forest with the jack-o'-lantern people in it the whole time. The story had an okay premise at first, but now it just feels sort of directionless. The lemmings are doing bad things, so they fight the lemmings, then they meet a new pumpkin. Rinse and repeat.
Wait, you read it too? You can't even remember the name? You were just calling it Onion Lunch.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about, aren't we? The Onion Lunch comic with Blanco and the Celery Woman?
Bianco and Leek, you wrinkly psych ward patient. Oh, whatever. You'll be dead by the time Bianco makes it to Garden Town and finds that wizard or whatever convoluted nonsense they're trying to set up. It doesn't matter.
Come on, Donald. It's one guy writing and illustrating the whole thing. And for the art quality, 1 to 2 pages a week isn't that bad.
But what is bad is for a nearly 30-year-old man to constantly miss deadlines, go on month-long to year-long hiatuses, and pull story beats completely out of his ass without thinking them through all the way. If I were an artist and I was so lazy, completing only 100 pages took me 3 years, I'd crush my good hand with a rock and cut my losses.
Yeah, and it's one thing to make art for yourself, but the dude has a Patreon and merch. Bit presumptuous for a comic with only like 40 watchers.
You have to dress for the job you want. Joe, not the job you have.
You have to have a realistic understanding of your skill set, not just put shit out and assume it'll be successful.
I mean fair, I guess.
The art is fine, I'll give you that. It's acceptable. The cross-hatching makes it look more impressive than it is. The writing, on the other hand, did Goodly Draws write the script on a bar napkin in one night?
You're assuming he has the whole thing written out to begin with.
Why bring Goodly into this? Separate the art from the artist, guys.
I would, but then he inserted himself into it with that socially inept man-child character. And when he's not inserting his ass into a story like Chris Chan, He shoves every person he's ever met in his sheltered bubble of a life into the clearly already overstuffed narrative. His friends, his family, whichever internet personality he's currently salivating over at the time.
So he gives cameos to the people he knows? That's not necessarily a bad thing. It's wholesome 100.
Take your cringe ass back to Reddit, loser. A flood of cameos from your online friends does not a good story make, especially considering most of those online relationships will inevitably go up in flames anyway.
This is getting too real, man. I just want to talk about Bunko and Leafy and that orange guy.
I want to talk about an actually good comic.
Why don't you make one yourself then?
Well, maybe I will. I've got this great idea for an action-adventure comic. It's called Shallot Kick.
Really, I think we're done here, Donald.
The main character is a shallot who knows Kung Fu 1. He's trying
Goodbye,
to take
Donald.
back his, hey, screw you people, you're just weighing me down. I'm going to get my computer paper and Crayola markers and make some history.